Right guys, hope we're all doing good. Just got back from National. Didn't film out. Just way too much there. Just busy talking with everybody. Yeah, looking at all fish and just having a good time, rather just taking a break out from filming, to be honest with you. And to be quite honest with you, there'll be loads of other videos up anyway from other people. Sometimes it can get a bit flooded at the same videos, can't it? But yeah, had a good time. Nice to catch up with a few people. Had some nice chats. And didn't come back home empty-handed. No fish, mind, but yeah, food, some media, some more K+, some balanced food this time. Yeah, get balanced a try. Got a cup from Linda, Fenland Lass. Go and check her channel out, guys. Thank you very much, Linda. You even wrote on it for me, look. Thank you very much. Got me sent some more nitrite reagents and a bit more sedate because I've got none left. So yeah, like I say guys, had an absolutely fantastic day. My legs are killing a bit now though, after doing all that walking. And yeah, some of the fish that were on display today, guys, absolutely fantastic. I believe it was one of Lee Manning's smaller Sankeys that won Grand Champion. Absolutely amazing fish. Yeah, real nice fish. Oh, I'm just looking at what man's doing, going whappy up against glass. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, the fish what were on display today at National, it's as good as I've ever seen them. I think on the whole it's been a better show than last year. Really well organised. Fish have been well looked after, constant water changes. There are a few what I think got up to a bit of hanky-panky in pools, bit of spawning going off, but yeah, other than that, I mean, it's when you're doing water changes, it encourages it a bit. But yeah guys, had a brilliant day. So I've just come up to check on these because I didn't come out this morning. Pretty much, well I did, I overlaid. So I ended up jumping straight out of bed, getting ready, and shooting straight off. So I'll just come to check up on these, make sure everything's okay in here. And I'm going to get this food into me food tub now. And I've just noticed a gigantic spider on top of my shed. Now, before I leave this shed, there's no doubt that spider will be out. There's no way on this earth that is staying in here. I'll come back to you in a minute, guys. Welcome back, guys. Monday today, unfortunately. Been back grafting again. So yeah, what I'm going to do now, guys, is other day I ordered an O2 test kit, an oxygen test kit, because I've never actually tested my oxygen, believe it or not. And to be fair, I don't think a lot of people really do. But it's something I've always wanted to test, just for peace of mind, just so I know that my water's got the maximum dissolved oxygen levels in it that it can possibly have at the temperature I'm at. Obviously there's a few reasons why it's important to have the right levels of O2 in your water. One, for the fish's benefit, but also for your biological filtration, to make sure that that's working nice and efficiently. So what I'm going to do, I bought the Tetra O2 test kit, so I'm going to test my water just to see where we are. Now at the moment my pond is at 25 degrees, so at this temperature I believe at 25 degrees fresh water holds a maximum of about, I think it's 8.3 milligrams per litre of oxygen at 25 degrees, that is. Obviously as your water is cooler, it has the ability to hold higher levels of dissolved oxygen. I think when I read up, I think at 0 degrees it holds something like 14 milligrams per litre or something like that. So you can see the vast difference in the amount of dissolved oxygen that your water can hold depending on what temperature your water's at. So I'm going to get this test kit open now. I've had a quick flick through instructions just so I've got a rough idea of where I'm going with it and how to test it properly. So I'm going to get some water filled up in my syringe, and in fact I'll show you what actually comes in the kit. So when you open it, you get this in your kit. You get your little leaflet, your instructions, tells you what to do. But you get 3 bottles, you get your little vial tube, and you get your little colour chart. So you've got 2 milligrams per litre, 5, 8, 11 and 14. So I'm not going to be able to achieve any of these bottom 2 because I'm at 25 degrees, so I'm not expecting to have these levels of oxygen in my water. But what I'm hoping for is I'm going to be at this one. That's what I'm hoping. But we shall see. Use your bottle 1 first and your bottle 2 in your little vial. You have to fill it up to 15 millilitres. Use your bottle 1, bottle 2. I think you have to do something about flip it over and back over, and then add your bottle 3, and then flip it back over twice or something like that, and then read from your colour chart. So I'm going to get that filled up now, guys, and see where it's at. Because like I say, I've never actually tested for oxygen before. I test for everything else bar oxygen, which is probably one of the most important parameters, especially this time of year, that you can really be testing for. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with it, guys. Right, this might be a bit difficult for you guys to see. I don't know how well this is going to show up on here, if I'm perfectly honest with you. It looks to me it's more closer to the 8 milligrams per litre than it is the 5. I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera, but that's what it looks like IRL. I suppose really I mean, it's a good indication, if I'm perfectly honest with you, but you need really, to get a proper accurate reading, you need a digital one, but obviously they come at a price. But yeah, like I say, it does look closer to 8 than 5. So overall I'm pretty happy with that I've got enough oxygen going into my water. Like I say, I was never expecting to get anywhere near 11 or 14 because I'm at 25 degrees. I suppose it might be interesting to test it again as we start drawing into winter. When I start letting my water temperature drop, that could be another good test to do then. But for the time being, yeah, I'm happy with that. Always meant to check me O2, if I'm perfectly honest with you. I just never got around to doing it, which really, when you're heating, when you've got a heater, should I say, I think it's probably quite important to make sure you've got enough oxygen going into your water, really. So yeah, I'm happy with that then, guys. I don't know what else I'm going to do yet, so see you in a bit. Right guys, how we doing? Saturday today, the weekend. Yes! We all love a bit of weekend fun. I'm just in the middle of doing a bit of maintenance, just doing a bit of a water change. Got it drained down a bit. So doing that's probably about a 15%, something like that. so I'll be getting it filling again soon. Just been up to local dealer at 5 acres. Picked myself up some Bacto Plus Lacto Health. Some of this stuff. Probiotic. And I've got this, obviously, because they're coming through back end of this bacteria infection. I'm hoping it's going to add a bit of goodness into the pond and put some good stuff into it. It says here, supports the health of fish in a natural manner. Small wounds and injuries will heal quickly and pathogens removed in a natural manner. Positive effect on water quality. Use Lacto Health on those moments when pathogens can attack your fish. So I'm hoping just by adding that in, just keeping it, obviously not all in one go, but just by keep adding it in, it's going to hopefully help promote a good environment, take it back to how it were, and then if there is any remaining pathogens left in water what could possibly start attacking, I'm hoping that this will help me in tipping that balance in the good bacteria's favour, so to speak. So I'm just about to start refilling pond. Fish are having a munch. Made me send some sodium thiosulfate up. If you guys haven't heard of this stuff before, I know most of you probably will have, but for those that haven't, sodium thiosulfate, basically what it is when you go to the shops and you buy, I ain't got a bottle here, but you buy the liquid form dechlorinator. Basically all that dechlorinator is sodium thiosulfate crystals dissolved in water, with sometimes a little bit of colouring, but what it is I'll open this tub up and I'll show you. So this in here is your sodium thiosulfate. It comes in crystal form. You buy it in 500 gram bags, kilo bags, whatever, 250 gram. Get it on Amazon, eBay, whatever. It's really cheap, and it's a heck of a lot cheaper than buying it in bottle form, and it'll last you forever. But all it is like I say, it's just these crystals, and you dissolve it in water. Now how much you dissolve is going to be dependent on how much chlorine you've got in your supply. You can either make up a stock solution in a litre bottle or something like that, or you can just make it up as you use it. Now I used to make a stock solution and store it for when I needed it again, but one thing about sodium thiosulfate is it can degrade over time when you store it. You've got to store it right, so you never know if you're getting the full effect if you make a stock solution when you come to use it again. So what I've gone back to doing now is just making it up as I use it. Now what I make it up as is I mix 20 grams of sodium thiosulfate crystals. I mix 20 grams up in 1 litre of boiled water. Now the reason why you mix it in boiled water is not so it dissolves better or anything like that. It does dissolve better in boiled water, but that's not the reason. The reason why you mix up in boiled water is because sometimes they can come with different forms of bacteria on the crystals. So by dissolving it in boiled water, you eliminate those common bacteria that can come with the sodium thiosulfate. Yeah, and I just mix it up. I mix it up in a litre, 20 grams, let it cool, and then dose my pond with it, and that's all I need for my pond. Obviously it depends how big your pond is to how much you mix up, but for my pond, 20 grams in a litre of water, and that fully dechlorinates my pond. And what I do is I don't fill it up, I don't top the pond up and then put the dechlorinator in. I put the dechlorinator in first before I start filling up, and then put the hose in and start topping it up, because what you do then is the sodium thiosulfate's already in the water, so as your water's coming in, the chlorine what's within the water hits that and it neutralises it as it's entering your water. So that's what you want to be doing. You don't want to be topping it up with water that's got chlorine in it and then putting it in, because it'll take a little bit of time to get rid of that chlorine and break down the chlorine particle and get rid of it. So put your dechlorinator in first, then start topping your pond up, because then as soon as it hits the water, it's gonna get rid of it as it's filling it up. So there's one tip. So yeah, I don't know why I started babbling about that. I don't know what I was on about before. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is, Mrs. has just shouted me some food, so I'm going to get my food. I'm going to get this pond topping up. Yeah, and then that's me for the day. No else to share really. Oh, in fact, I have got something to share. I'm going to put it on end of this video. Not coming yet. It's been held for a bit until I'm ready. So yeah, let me know what you think. I've got it from Stuart at Okikoi. I think I pronounced that right, or I hope I have. He's got an eBay shop. I'll put a link in description for his shop. Real nice bloke. Got some real nice fish. So yeah, go and check him out. He's supplied many friends of mine. Steve from Pops's Koi, he's got a lot of his fish from him. Absolutely stunning fish. So like I say, I'll put a clip up guys and let me know what you think. I'm going for some snap. See you in a bit.